Are you looking for something different to do with steak? Then check out this Shallot Tarte Tatin.
This is our take on a classic French dessert. We're going to make a tarte tatin, but we're going to do it with shallots instead and flavour it with thyme. Then we're going to serve it with a charred grilled steak.
Nice.
Okay, so start off with...
I love a good old steak.
A knob of butter into a pan. We've done a number of steak dishes.
Yeah.
Never like this. This is a really simple one. Knob of butter into the pan. It's quite a lot, but we need it to cook all of our shallots, which is really the key ingredient to our Shallot Tarte Tatin. All you need to do is peel these. Very, very simply, just take the top off, the bottom off, and then just try and peel just the peel off, trying to leave as much of the onion left because you don't want to take off too many layers. Fortunately, I've done most of them for you because they can be a bit fiddly.
Thanks, Ben.
You could just do this with red onions and slice them and do it like that, but I think presentation-wise, it's much nicer to have whole shallots you can serve at the end.
Isn't it tarte tatin a dessert?
Yes, traditionally French dessert, caramelised fruit, puff pastry, and then you turn it upside down. We're going to do exactly the same with shallots. Because baby onions, when you cook them, they're pretty sweet too.
So there's no sugar that goes into the pastry? For the
Not the pastry, but into these there will be.
Oh really?
We're going to almost make caramelised onions.
Oh, I see.
And then all of the shallots can go into our melted butter. We want to turn up the heat and get some good golden colour on that. In the meantime, what we need to do is take our bacon, slice it up into small pieces, and then I'm going to take some fresh thyme and just strip the leaves off of the stalks, and we'll add that as well. With the shallots gaining some golden colour to start off with, now our bacon can go in and thyme. We're going to carry on cooking high temperature for a bit longer. Lovely. While we leave that to cook out for a bit, we can talk about what makes it sweet. Okay, so we are kind of caramelising. We're going to add sugar, brown sugar in, as well as the natural sugars, but also 3 tablespoons of sherry vinegar. So you balance it out. So it's like a sharp, tart caramelisation.
Yeah, interesting flavours.
And then give those shallots about 10 minutes, at which point they will look something like that.
Just like magic.
So we've got some there that are really sticky now and set. We can now start looking at our pastry.
We're just going to look at it, or we're going to prepare it?
We're going to do both.
Yeah.
Unroll that very carefully because it's quite soft. And what I'm going to do is split our shallots between 2 individual pans. You can just put a big sheet of puff pastry over that and do one big one.
Yeah.
But I think actually what we
Yeah,
can
it's quite
do,
nice, little personalised portions.
cover it with puff pastry. If you can just cut around that shape.
All right. Hold your horses.
And then we take our pastry, which is very soft, drape it over our shallots and tuck it in. Now remember, the shallots have got loads of sugar and caramel in there, so don't touch it with your fingers.
Cool, that is stretchy.
Just be very gentle with it. And then just before they go into the oven, we want to egg wash them so we get a nice golden colour. Use a pastry brush if you've got one to hand, otherwise it's really simple. Just dab it with fingers. Puff pastry has so much fat in it naturally, you'll get a golden crust anyway. This just makes it super shiny. And then if you put those into our oven, Mike, the oven is at 200 degrees Celsius and they need about 25 minutes. And just before they're finished, we can char grill our steak. Just before our Shallot Tarte Tatins are ready, we can cook our steak. This is an amazing ribeye, made even better with good amount of seasoning.
What makes it so amazing?
Ribeye is a really good steak to cook because it's got that marbled fat through the middle, so that's where all the flavour is. You do need to cook it to char that fat off. A little bit of oil on the steak, not the pan, and then let it smoking hot. And then if you can season the other side as well.
Yeah.
Steak that sizzles is definitely sexy. It's one of the best foods going.
It's a lot of alliteration going in
the
there.
meantime,
Steak that sizzles is really sexy.
we can halve some cherry tomatoes,
Yeah.
like so, and start to dress up a very simple plate. A little bit of balsamic glaze, always good to glaze your salad. And then put the cherry tomatoes on there.
On the top?
Yeah, scatter them around. Now, if this steak dish isn't to your fancy, then we have plenty more on the website. Steak baguettes, we've got steak with béarnaise, we've got so much going on. Head to the website, search for steak, and see what comes up. Perfect to turn this over.
Oh, char grilled and everything.
Same time on the other side, and we can get our pan out of the oven. Do one to demonstrate. Give it a shake to loosen it off, and the whole thing should flip onto the plate like that.
Hey!
Beautifully golden and caramelised. You can see the shallots, crispy pastry, the winner, and our steak cooked. Make sure you leave your steak to rest for a little while. We're just going to serve half of this. Kind of race the resting process, but you can see what we mean. Beautiful steak inside. Place that on there. There it is, our perfect Shallot Tarte Tatin with charred grilled ribeye, sorted. Dig in.
Can we please eat this?
Please do. Now, the shallots will be hot.
Faffing around making it. I just want to eat it.
best bit still to go. Make sure you get pastry, molten hot caramelised onion.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the noise we like. Oh yeah.
Can't talk eating.
Are you convinced it works as savoury as well as it does sweet?
Yeah, because it's got a really sweet taste, but not in a desserty type of way.
In almost a chutney kind of sweet
Yeah.
and caramelised red
That's
onion.
it. This is just one of many amazing recipes found on our YouTube channel, so make sure that you click on them and then subscribe.